These achievements for the first anniversary include the commitment of the presidency to establish the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities. Those of us who were here at the first anniversary will agree and remember the vigor within which we use to demand for the establishment of the commission, and before we know it, it was established. Within the period at the first anniversary, we are also able to secure commitment of the media organizations to put pressure on highlighting issues of disabilities in Nigeria. You will probably witness what happened on the 3rd of December 2021, in which issues of disability featured in front burner of media organizations. Ministries, department, agencies that participated in the program made commitment to support disability issues within their ministry. In fact, diplomats that participated at the event called on PWDs to take advantage of opportunities in their grants, which they are sharing to different organizations, for them to apply in order to support the creation of awareness on the disability issues. During the year 2 anniversary, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are privileged to have the Executive Secretary of the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities present. He made commitment to use the annual anniversary to render account of his stewardship to persons with disabilities. By tomorrow, the Executive Secretary will be joining us here to give us account of his stewardship since inception of the Commission. The Chair, House of Representatives Committee on Persons with Disabilities also made commitment to use her office to promote people with disabilities, bills in order to support the effort of the government in promoting access and inclusion of people with disabilities. On our part as CCD, we renewed our commitment to mobilize resources to sustain the annual anniversary of this Disability Act. In order to ensure that this year's event is richer, we have the real privilege and opportunity to have in our midst, as I said earlier, the Provost, College of Postgraduate School, Babcock University, who is going to lead us on the theme of this year's anniversary. As we all know, 2023 is here. Since last week, we know what the conversation is all about. Today, we are going to be privileged to hear from him. The Executive Secretary is also going to render his account of stewardship. We are going to have Dr. Hussein Abdul, who is also going to share with us some of the things we need to know as we approach 2023 general elections and beyond. We also expect Dr. Sam Amadi to build our capacity on how to hold commission or agencies accountable for the people. As we know that the National Assembly has transmitted the electoral bill to Mr. President, we are also aware that Mr. President returned the bill to the National Assembly, requesting them to make some corrections. As it's expected that the NAS will resume today, we wish to use this opportunity to request and appeal to the National Assembly to take appropriate measure to expedite action by making corrections or deleting the areas that Mr. President requested in order for them to retransmit the bill to Mr. President for his assent. The electoral bill is important to people with disabilities. The reason is simple. Clause 54 of the electoral bill provides for access, inclusion, and participation of people with disabilities in the electoral process. For years, we've been struggling for the amendment of this particular section as it used to appear, or as it currently is. It was written that the INEC may make provisions, and we requested the National Assembly to amend that section to include that INEC share, and that share has been inserted. What that means is that INEC is under obligation to provide necessary facilities to ensure people's abilities participation in the electoral process. As such, we call on the National Assembly to take appropriate measure to finish or to correct areas that requires corrections, delete areas that require to be deleted, and transmit the electoral bill to Mr. President for assent. From this month going on, politics will increase. People with disabilities, we're encouraging you to join politics. Join politics. The last time I checked, one of the political parties has more than 1,400 positions for people with disabilities. Unfortunately, PWDs are not taking advantage of it. We are also asking other political parties to amend their constitution to ensure inclusion and participation of people with disabilities in politics. And this is in line with the Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Act, which provides that people with disabilities are encouraged to participate in political related activities. As such, if there is a time for us to take over, if there is a time for us to possess our position, if there is a time for us to be part of policymakers in this country, it is now. Therefore, as we live here, as we leave Abuja to go to our various stations, I'm asking and requesting PWD leaders to mobilize persons with disabilities to join a political party of their choice, so that we will be able to participate in teaching Nigerians on how to create an inclusive society that is free from discrimination on the grounds of disabilities. I strongly believe that by the time we finish this year's anniversary, together we will be able to empower ourselves to do better. For the states that are yet to pass the disability bill, for them to pass. For those that have passed, for them to implement. For those who are struggling to implement, for them to be guided on how to implement. And together, we will create a Nigeria that is inclusive of all. Thank you so much.
Please share, like, and subscribe to this YouTube channel.